Welcome back to Gardening by the Bone. Thank you once again to the garden crew for tuning in and checking out my video. And to those of you just checking out the video for your first time, and you want to be a part of the garden crew, just click on that subscribe button. Click on that like, click on the share, and drop me a comment. Talk to me, garden crew. And don't forget to click on that bell so you'll be notified every time I put up a new video. For today's garden crew, we're going to be pruning and mulching tomatoes on Tomato Boulevard. We're going to start off with the pruning. I had a previous video where I pruned my tomatoes. I might link it in the description box so you can see that there's really no difference in what I did then and what I'm doing now. As you can see on the screen, it is very necessary for you to prune. It's very necessary. First of all, your tomatoes, they're going to be growing so overwhelming and looking like, out in the wild, in the jungle somewhere, so you need to trim them up just for them to even look good. But most importantly, it's going to help with the air circulation. I normally just prune mine from the bottom. It's also going to help you stop the spread of disease. Because sometimes when you water your tomatoes, if your leaves are so low to the soil, that water can splash up on your leaves and it'll start your plant having disease, and we don't want that. We want to give our tomatoes its best shot at being great. So garden crew, y'all stay tuned and stick around. I'm not going to talk that much on this video. Pretty much I'm just going to let it do what it do. And as I always say, we got action. One more thing, garden crew. I know I said I wasn't going to talk that much, but you see that I was pruning the tomatoes and I left and I came back. But when I first started pruning them, what I was doing, I was just popping the stems off by hand. But sometimes when you pop them stems off, it'll start running. It'll want to stay attached to the tomato if you don't have it give it a good cut, a good clean cut. So that's why I went and got my shears. So what you see me now, it's a good thing to use some scissors or something sharp so you can cut and give it a good clean cut so you won't have no runs. That'll also help with you won't leave no places for no disease to start. So yeah, I just want to come in and say that. So garden crew, I gotta say, I ain't gonna talk too much. So there you have it, garden crew. Another video. I just showed you how you prune your tomatoes, and I showed you how to mulch them. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in, for watching another video. And those of you that are watching and you want to subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click on that like and drop me a comment. And this right here video right here is coming soon. So y'all won't miss this video. This is a new video coming up next. So y'all go ahead and subscribe, garden crew. And remember, like I always told you, we got action over here on Guard by the Bone.